Pregame.com.
An 11-win team from last year, with almost every key piece back, is expected to get a lot worse. Teddy Covers and Steve Fezzik here on pregame.tv.
Talking the Detroit Lions 2015, Vegas says over under 8.5 wins. Mr. Covers, over or under?
Well, my opinion here on Detroit, this isn't a bet, this isn't a best bet. I do have an opinion on the Lions over 8.5 wins. You can find that at plus 120. Really, the markets don't like Detroit right now at all. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that, for some reason, people don't like Jim Caldwell. Yeah, okay, Caldwell flamed out his first year with the Colts when Indy lost their quarterback and they lost 14 games in a row. But you know what? He was the right guy for this team last year. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. The opposite of the mercurial Jim Schwartz, who the team played great one week and terrible the next week. Lions last year were steady, and that's why they won 11 games. And that's why, besides the fact that he doesn't have a whole lot of emotion, that he's a real calm guy, I think he's a perfect fit for Detroit, don't you?
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of torn on Jim Caldwell because I remember when he was with the Colts and they were losing 14 games in a row and he would be staring out into space and not talking to anyone while his team was getting killed. Yet last year, somehow, a guy who I believe to be a terrible game manager found a way to go 6-1 in the close games decided by 7 points or less.
Sure, and that's not a surprise to me that the Lions did that, because when you look at the formula, you know, how do teams win close games in the NFL? Well, you need a good quarterback, you need some playmakers on the outside, you need a defense that can get stops. Detroit, Matthew Stafford's not elite, but he's a good quarterback. They got playmakers, you know, Megatron and Tate and on down the line. And their defense is pretty good. That's the formula for winning close games in the NFL.
You know, and I think I could be a little biased here. In college basketball, there's some bettors that always want to play on the team that's like more fundamentally sound and, like, you know, runs the clock down, takes good shots. And here, I want a coach that's like innovative, and I want a coach that's clever and involved. And I don't like Caldwell at all, but I know the way to win in the NFL is exactly what you're saying. Have the quarterback that chucks the ball to the Megatrons of the world, and you win 10 games. I think I was wrong about these Lions. I think you may well be right.
Yeah, and again, just an opinion, but I do like Detroit over 8.5 plus 120. We'll be doing NFL previews all summer long right here on pregame.tv. Thanks for watching.